All right, instructors, welcome to Wi-Fi CFI. My name is Nate, and I am here to teach you how to use the teaching courses on our website. They're very simple to get into. You can just go to our website, wificfi.com, the homepage, and then we're going to scroll down to the third section of our homepage. Our first section is for the study courses. The second section is for the check ride lesson plans, and then the very bottom section is for the teaching courses. So we got Teach Private, Instrument, Commercial, CFI, CFII, and Teach Multi is coming soon at this point in time. And all you got to do if you want to teach a private pilot student, just click Teach this course right here. It'll take you right in to the private pilot teaching course. Alternatively, you can come up here to my account and you can say, take me to the teaching courses. And it's going to take you to these exact same teaching courses just on the back end of our website. The only difference here is that it'll say if you're a participant or not. So you can be like, I'm a participant of we'll go back real quick, all of the courses. But if there's one you hadn't enrolled in yet, then it would just be blank right here. Okay. In today's example, we're just going to show you the Teach Private Pilot course to save time. All of the courses are laid out with the exact same organization and in the exact same format. So there's no reason for us to jump into the Instrument, Commercial, CFI, and CFII. That'll just waste your time. So let's hop into Teach Private Pilot. With Teach Private Pilot, we start in the syllabus tutorial section of the course. First thing we've got in here is just the syllabus tutorial video, which is what you're watching right now. We've got the differences between the free version of the course, if you're just checking it out for free, what's included, and then what's included with all the premium stuff. Premium version of the course is everything's included. You get everything. If you're just checking out the course for free, you get these things for free, just to check it out. Okay. Tracking student progress, there's three different methods that we have on the website for tracking student progress. We have a study binder method, which we would highly suggest doing the study binder. This is going to help you and your student immensely, printing this out, and then they can take notes on it, and you can also use it as well to mark off the things that they've completed as they go throughout this course. And then again, there's sheets in there for while they're watching the Wi-Fi CFI videos and the study courses, they can take notes on those sheets, and then they bring it to class every time they come with them, and you can mark things off. You can give them homework assignments. It's a very helpful study binder. We also have a quiz emailing method where students can email you their quiz scores. You can read about that, and an online tracking method down here. Next, we have the syllabus order and flow. Basically, all we're saying here is that we've had a lot of success with how this syllabus works, the order of it and the flow of it. But if it's not for everybody, all right, you're going to have to customize things to your students, and that is totally fine. You don't need to follow this exact syllabus order and flow. Do what's best for you and your student. Just saying, we've had success with it. Marking lessons complete, it's not really necessary because this Teach Private Pilot course is connected to you, to your account as the instructor. So like when a student completes stage 1, day 1, you don't really need to mark it on this Teach Private Pilot course because this is your course, not theirs, right? You're going to have multiple private pilot students most likely, and so you're not going to be keeping track of their progress here. You're going to be keeping track of their progress with one of these three methods, or hopefully all three: study binder, quiz emailing, and online tracking. All right, that's all that's saying. Recent course updates is the next one. Anytime we make an update to the course, we will list it right here with the date that it was updated. So if you're ever curious if we've made any changes, just come right here. You'll see dates and the things that we've done. Next, we have starting a new student, and this just walks you through the steps of starting a brand new private pilot student. What do you got to go through? Well, you got to get their passport, you got to get their birth certificate, driver's license, you got to print off a TSA endorsement. You can click that here. You can go print this off, and you'll see the TSA endorsement right there. If the student's not a U.S. citizen, you click this link, follow the instructions, how to obtain a medical certificate. Here's how you can locate an AME in your area, and then the student's got to fill out MedExpress right there. Ordering the student pilot license on IACRA walks you through all the steps. Flight training materials that we suggest and where you can buy them at, and a pre-training logbook audit. This can be very helpful. If you have a student that's starting brand new, they haven't flown at all, then you don't really need to do anything here. But if you have a student that's come from maybe another school or they've got some flight hours and you're like, okay, what do we got to do to get you ready for the check ride? You can do an audit with them. And then on this page here, just edit the fields that are in blue and it will it'll auto calculate everything for you. So as a student at least 17, we'll say, yeah, that's a number 1. So remaining 0 and so on and so forth. And you could say, the student's got 23 flight hours. Okay. It'll auto calculate it because that's what's required. That's what's remaining. So Just edit the blue ones. Don't edit any other fields, otherwise it screws up other instructors that are also trying to use it. We've got links to endorsements right here, and then these are all the endorsements that the student will need at some point throughout their flight training and for their check ride. So pretty helpful. And it's listed multiple times throughout this teaching course. So those are the first two sections: syllabus, tutorial, starting a new student. Next, we have the 3 stages of this teaching course. You got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Now all the stages are laid out in the same way. So again, I'm not going to show you every single lesson and every single stage, but let's just go stage 1, day 1. And this is what we've got. All right, so here we've got ground school prior to flight. Now, all of these are lessons that we would suggest you cover with your student before doing this flight lesson right here. Okay, the flight lesson will have a narrative, 1 to 1.2 hours long, and you're doing it in the local practice area. And these are the mandatory things that we want you to cover. These are the optional things that you can cover if the student's doing good at the mandatory things. Then you'll come down here. This is what you can write in your student's logbook when you're done. You can just literally copy and paste that student's logbook. You can add more details to it if you want, but this is a great thing to write into the student's logbook. We also suggest writing this flight 1-1. The reason for that is because if your student ends up going to another instructor at some point in their training, maybe you've got a sick day, you're on holiday, or you're done and they're moving on to another instructor permanently, the other instructor can go in and see, okay, what was the last flight this student did? They'll say, oh, it's flight 1-1. And then they can find out where the student is in the syllabus here and just continue seamlessly. All right. So we're not losing students, or we're not missing things. So also write that in there. Next, we've got homework to complete tonight. So these are the 3 homework assignments, I'm sorry, there's just 2. 2 homework assignments that we suggest assigning to your student to go home and study before their next lesson. All right. And these link to the lessons in the private pilot course. In the private pilot study course, which is where your student will be studying. Your student's not going to be in here. They're going to be in the private pilot study course, where we have all of our lessons and videos and everything like that. For instance, you come here, you click this. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what you want your student to study before they come back, right? They want to watch our knowledge video, us teaching them how to do a normal takeoff and climb, us teaching them how to execute it on the flight simulator. Here's a podcast, here's a PDF form, here's quizzes for them and flashcards. All right, so this is study stuff. So the way that you can assign these very easily to your student is to right-click on either normal takeoff or climb or both, whatever. Right-click and do copy link address, and then do email homework assignments here. Okay, in this email homework assignments, this is what we would suggest filling out at the end of each lesson for your student. All right, your student comes in, they do the lesson. Now you're going to send them home. You've done the debrief. All right, come in here. Put in your student's email address right here, so this form goes to your student. Don't put in your own email address, otherwise the form's just going to come back to you. Okay, so put it here. It'll go off to your student. Then it says, I would like you to study the following Wi-Fi CFI lessons for your next flight. Just click here. Right-click again, click, paste. There's the link. So when they get this email, they can just click that and it'll take them right to the lesson on Wi-Fi CFI that they need to study. You can write, well, so here's your assessment and critique, right? What went well in today's lesson? What needs to be improved? Today's lesson was satisfactory or unsatisfactory. That's up to you. You choose. You can put in the date and time of their next lesson so that when they get this email, they'll remember, oh yeah, that's my next flight lesson. It's this day at this time. And then tell them what you're doing on the next flight. We're going to cover the following ground school topics. You can put whatever you want. You can follow the syllabus, or again, you can put whatever you want. And we'll cover the next flight maneuvers on your next lesson. And then you can put whatever you want here. And then once you hit submit, all of this info will get packaged up real nice in an email and sent off to your student. And they'll have these links here that they can click, and it takes them straight into the studying that they need to do. Okay, so that's how all of the days are laid out. Every single day, you're going to have ground school prior to flight, the flight lesson, logbook annotation, homework, tracking, and completion. Ground school, flight, instructor logbook, homework, tracking, and completion. And there's always narratives with the flight lessons, and we suggest really paying attention close to those. At the end of each stage, we're going to have a stage 1 logbook audit. So your student should have at least these minimum times at this point in the course. And we've got a link also back over to this page here. Stage 2 is the same way, all the days, ending with an audit. Stage 3, all the days, ending with an audit. And then we'll jump into our teaching tools. First thing we have in our teaching tools is our all course lessons button. This is important because say you're teaching your student and you're like, oh man, they're having a really hard time understanding VORs, right? And you're like, I don't remember what day did we teach VORs? Was it stage 2, day 5? Was it stage 2, day 4? Oh dang, I can't remember. Can't remember where it was. Just come to this all course lessons right here. This is all of the lessons in the course in one spot. So you can be like, oh, here's navigation aids VOR. I can click this and then I can teach my student with it. So I can teach it as a PowerPoint or PDF, and then here's a quiz that you can give to your student right here as well. Very simple, straightforward. Okay. We also have a topic search tool. So if you're like, oh, what lesson would P factor be located in, right? You can click this, follow the instructions, and you can search for P factor. So we've got risk management lessons, ground school lessons, all of the flight maneuver lessons in the course, some miscellaneous ones, and then some that are specific to make and models. Right now, we only have make and model for the Cessna 172S, but we'll continue to add make and model lessons here as well. Okay, so they're all compiled right there for you, so you can find them very quickly and easily. Download and customize. If you want to download and customize the lessons, you come here, click I agree to terms and conditions above, and it will take you through the steps to download and customize all of the PowerPoint and PDF lesson plans that are listed within this course, right? All of these ones up top that lead to PowerPoint and PDF presentations. Syllabus and worksheets. So we can click here. And here you can actually download a Word document of this flight syllabus. Obviously, we've been looking at an online version of it, but you can download a Word document version and customize it however you'd like. We've got the private pilot check ride workbook that we would suggest having your students do before their check rides. And then we've got worksheets and checklists listed right here that you can use and print off, help teach your students. We've got FAA written tests that you can use. Practice these with your students. Go ahead and pull these up and show you. We got the pre-solo written test right here. So, you know, that's just for private pilot students. You're not going to find that in the other courses, but for private pilot right there. And then we've got full practice tests. You can generate random practice tests right here for the FAA private pilot written test. Or we have the correct answers only, and you can read the differences. So correct answers only is the full question bank, and it only shows the correct answers, and it does not shuffle the order of the questions at all. So those are the differences. You can use both of these links here to help your students prepare for that written test. Solo and check ride endorsements, you can click here. This is going to take you to another page on our website where we've got all of the endorsements listed. This is very simple. Student pilot endorsements, what's their operation? Or are they private pilot? What's the operation? Instrument, what's the operation? Very easy. If it's a private pilot, airplane, single engine land, initial check ride, click this. Boom. Print it off. Stick it in the logbook. It's even got endorsement notes right here so you can read up on them as well. Right there for you. You ain't got to do too much thinking. FAA check ride prep. Again, we've got the workbook and then the check ride checklist right here. These are things we definitely have you print this out, go through it with your student before the check ride, mark all these things off, and make sure that all those things are satisfactory before sending your student on their check ride. Lastly, in all these courses at the very end, we have ACS standards. Okay, these are all the ACS standards for all the different maneuvers and everything on the check ride. So if you're like, oh man, I can't remember what was the altitude for steep turns, you can come over here to steep turns and boom, it's listed right here. Everything in bold is a hard number. So if it's a hard number like maintain entry altitude plus or minus 100 feet, that's a hard number, or it's going to be bolded. That's the only difference between the bolded text and the not bolded text. Just helps you find it a little bit quicker and easier. Again, that's how all of our teaching courses work. They're in the exact same format. You got a syllabus tutorial, how to start a new student into the course, stage 1, 2, and 3, teaching tools, ACS standards, and you are on your way. You and your students will be organized and successful, and we're happy that you're here teaching your students with us.